You overcame a lot of obstacles that your enemies couldn't even overcome. They sit, mark, and judge you. But let me tell you something. The obstacles, the battleships, the demons that you had to conquer, they are still fighting them same battles. But you, on the other hand, you fought some silent battles. Nobody don't even know. Remember, many are called, but a few are chosen. And ever since you pick up that call, your life had changed for the good and for the better. And the Most High gave his strongest soldiers the toughest battles ever. Because he gave you this life because you were strong enough to live it. Meanwhile, your enemies, while they sit there and judge, mark, even try to duplicate your every swag, they are admired by you. Because like I told you, you overcame a lot of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Ever since childhood, your teenage years, depending on how old you is, even your early adult years, you've been fighting spiritual battles ever since. And believe it or not, people are admired by that. But let me tell y'all something. Not too many people won't be able to make it if they was in your shoes. Some of them would have went crazy. Some of them would have self-harmed themselves, turned to alcohol and drugs, or hurt other people. Hurt people, but see, you ain't do that. You stood up like a man, you stood up like a woman, and you fought every battle the devil swung at you. All your life you was fighting spiritual battles that you couldn't even see. Even, when I say even when you was a baby, the enemy tried to take you up out of here, but it did not happen. That's why you still here. That's why it feel like the world is against you. But that's not the case. Sometimes it feel like that, don't it? You feel like everybody's against you. But see, that's the devil playing tricks with your mind. Not everybody will understand the spiritual battle or the spiritual path you choose to walk on. That's why people want to laugh, pick, and mark. They make you feel bad. But let me tell y'all something. I don't care how many people laughing at you. I don't care how many people criticizing you. I guarantee you one doggone thing though. If they was in your shoes, somebody, they or whoever these individuals is, will be crying their eyeballs out. They will be sitting there pleading for mercy, begging. Everybody want to be chosen. Everybody want to be like him or her. But they would never put in the work that this gentleman or this woman have done. They would never be able to cut off them bad habits or start hanging with toxic folks. This is why they're still stuck in the situation they're still stuck in. This is why they will never get nowhere in life. They're too busy picking at people, not knowing the battle this person is going through or have went through. But let me tell y'all this, they admire you. Your haters, your enemies, your naysayers. They look up to you. Believe it or not, they really do. This is why they're always on your tail every day. Every day is something about you. You must be really special. You must be doing a doggone thing. You must be leveling up, because if you wasn't, they would not be so focusing on you. You're a survivor. And when you overcame a lot of stuff that was meant to destroy you, trust me, people gonna look at you as a role model. But you don't want to be called no role model. You're not here to save the world. This ain't Captain Save America. But you willing to save people that want to be helped. Remember, you can't save everybody. If people want to be asleep, let them be asleep. But for the ones that want to wake up, they're going to understand where you're coming from. But the ones that's walking around here like the Walking Dead zombie, they're the main ones looking at you with their face turned upside down. They're looking at you that's like you make them sick to their stomachs. You make their skin crawl. Good. Your enemies fail to realize you serve the Most High. And not only that, this is why you all continue to get blessed. Because that battle you were going through was a test. And doggone it, you passed the test. Every single last one of them. This is why your cup finna overflow with blessings. And they sitting there wondering, can they join the team? Tell them, nope. If they ain't been through what you went through, don't let them sit at your table. Don't even let them speak to you. These people ain't got no business being in your face. They choose the other side and you choose the righteous side. But also let me tell y'all this. All the stuff y'all been through, it was meant for it to happen. It was meant to build your character, your mind. And not only that, they help you elevate in life. Because how can you become successful without going through the hell? If you want the reward, you got to work hard for it. You got to go do this, you got to go do that. You think somebody going to give you something and you didn't put in the work? No. That's not how this works. So the Most High let you go through these battles to test you, just to see if you really want it, to see if you're really about it or not. Because some folks talking about, oh, I want this blessing. Oh, I want a new car. I want a new house. I want such and such. But are they willing to put in the work, though? Some refuse to step to the plate. And for the rest of y'all just do it. You stepped up and step up to the plate. It's a lot of blah, 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 blah. Criticizing. Some folks wish it to happen. Some folks make it happen, and some folks just talk about it. But y'all make it happen. You don't just talk about it. You go out there and make it happen. And that's something your enemies couldn't even do. Because they're too busy worrying about you. And some of them, they know what you've been through too. But see, they want to throw in your face. Try to embarrass you. Try to make your life a living hell. But tell them, you already been through hell and back. And you already defeated the devil 1,000 times. And you do it again 2,000 times. But see, they too weak to do that. And another thing, when you were going through these battles, who was standing there by your side? I'll wait. Clock ticking. If the answer is no, you damn skippy. You went through these battles alone. So you had to dance in the ring alone. But you really wasn't alone. Of course, you had the man upstairs by your side. But we talking about friends and family. For some of you probably did have a real friend or a family member. But for most of you, man, you went through that battle by yourself. And you came out as a beast. And that's why they are shocked. They are memorized. You put these people to shame. Because what they're going through right now, they still can't overcome it. That we're not saying wishing bad on nobody, but it's certain battles that some people can't overcome. But you did though. But it wouldn't sit up here and mark you, laugh at you, want to make you feel bad. Cause they hurting and they want you to be hurt. How the hell they can be hurting? Even their face is hurting, their breath is hurting, their hygiene is hurting, their life is hurting, and they trying to hurt you. Tell them, go back where you came from, little monkey. Tell them go right back to the jungle or climb up a tree and eat a banana. Cause you ain't got time to be playing with monkeys. You were put here on this earth to work, not play with little monkeys. And I ain't trying to call nobody no animal, but the way these so-called grown adults want to act, you'll think they were little children or little monkeys. Like I said, I ain't trying to call nobody no monkey, but these little kids, or should I say, men or women, little boys, little girls, they still walk around here with childhood trauma, want to blame somebody. They need to point the finger at themselves. They need to seek therapy. They need to do something and stop blaming folks for their past mistakes. Instead of saying, you know what, I need help. I need to go see therapy. Something wrong with me. But no, they want to put that on to you. Trying to add more to your plate. But let me tell y'all something. God don't like ugly. And these people were so ugly. You can see it in their spirit. That's why you had to cut them off. Your friend from high school became an enemy because they were jealous of you. They did not know what you had to go through in order to get where you at today, excuse me. They did not see the tears, the anger, the frustration of you wanting to give up. They ain't see that. All they saw was a smiley face because you made it look easy. But behind closed doors, you were hurt and you was in pain. But now they seen you getting your blessing. Now they mad. They angry. Well, let them be angry. Because like I said before, this is your blessing. It ain't your mama, your daddy, your dog, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your cat, your turtle, your goldfish. None of that. This is your blessing. You work hard for it. Years and years. You've been waiting. And now the time has come. And they can sit there and try to duplicate, laugh, mark, turn other people against you. But one thing they cannot do is overcome battles that you have overcame. They ain't ready for that conversation though. See, they ain't ready to talk about that though. Because you know why? It's going to eat them up on the inside. It's going to turn their stomach inside out. Tell them, let's talk about your struggles. Oh, no, I don't want to talk about that. No. Because you know why? Some of their struggles is either alcohol, drugs, or S3X, or hurting people. They don't want to heal, but want to put all that baggage, all that trauma onto you. Hey, this could have been a relationship you was in, a marriage, a friendship. And they thought you were going to put up with their shenanigans. They thought you were going to be that emotional punching bag. But no, sir. No, ma'am. You told them, you either get right or get the hell away from me. Remember, y'all winners. These people got a whole lot of work they need to do. Spiritual work, that is. They need to get their spirit right. They need to get their head right. And most importantly, they need to get their heart right. Their heart is filled with so much anger, jealousy, envy. You might as well call them cold-hearted. They need to get right. Back then they called you. You couldn't get right. But now guess what? God got you right. And they standing over there. Came and get right. It always be the ones with the loudest mouth. Always got to say about somebody that overcame a lot in life that could have had destroyed them. But it didn't happen. Because you had so much resilience inside of you. So much courage, confidence, faith. You have so much inside of you. That's why you still standing. That's why you still here. And this is why your head is still on your shoulders. Over the years, they try to drive you crazy. Try to drive you nuts. But they drove themselves insane. They still going through the battles they went since they was a child, since they were children. And now that they grown, it's worse. But only thing y'all can do for these folks, pray for them. They say if your enemy thirsty, give him something to drink. We'll send them a prayer and hope they get right. Because they really need it, y'all. People out there, not everybody, but some folks, is hurting. Some folks out there is homeless, in pain, and go through health problems. Even mental health problems. Pray for them. Because you don't know what somebody is going through. You just don't know. But I will say this though. Whoever don't want to be saved, don't save them. Let them stand there and just suffer. I hate to say that, but some people choose to suffer. Some people choose to get right. Some people choose to suffer. Some people want to help, some people don't. Help the people that want to be helped. Inspire people that want to be inspired. Don't waste your time on these want to be chosen ones. Oh, I want to be chosen. Then the next day, no, I can't do it. You leave them on the bench. While the ones that want to help, you put them in the game and watch them get that big W. You understand? But that's all I got to say about that, y'all. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all share this video to every platform. Share it out to whoever needs to hear it. Because you may never know who's going through a tough time right now. But I hope this video inspired you. And I hope this video opened up your eyes and made you realize you're a warrior. You overcame a lot of BS. And you're still standing to this very day. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Y'all keep up the good work. I love each and last one of you. God bless. Y'all be safe out there. Make sure your health and mental health is good. Alright? But I'm out of here. Y'all move in silence. Be low key. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, you are a survivor. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. Peace.